We all know Canelo Alvarez is pound for pound boxing master, but his devastating power and 12-round cardio aren't an accident. They are engineered. Today we are breaking down his exact strength and conditioning circuit step by step to show you the elite science behind how he builds an unshakable fight frame. Let's get right into it. The circuit kicks off right out of the gate with maximum intensity at the battle rope station. Canelo goes straight into an explosive sequence of high velocity swings and slams. Now, why start here? A lot of people treat battle ropes as a simple cardio burnout at the end of a workout. For an elite boxer, this is a dedicated tool for local muscular endurance in the shoulders, upper back, and forearms, as well as high threshold power generation. The instant the ropes hit the floor, Canelo steps over to a heavy medicine ball for a squat to overhead throw sequence. He drops into a full squat, explodes through his hips, hurls the ball high up the wall, catches it on the fly, and cushions the weight right back down into a fluid squat. This is all about triple extension and rate of force development, RFD. In boxing, you don't generate power with your hands, you generate it from the floor. As his trainers point out, a boxer's legs are their engine. When Canelo throws a heavy punch, force travels from his feet through his legs and out his upper body. The medicine ball squat throw forces his body to learn how to transition energy smoothly up the entire kinetic chain, catching the heavy ball and immediately absorbing it into a squat. Also builds immense eccentric strength. Next up, Canelo moves to the landmine attachment, and this is where the boxing Pacific mechanics get incredibly deep. He sets up in an athletic split stance, essentially mimicking fundamental boxing position. He keeps himself completely locked down, rigid into that posture. Notice his foot placement. His rear foot is firmly anchored on the platform's footrest or broad base. He's performing a single arm landmine press on the side opposite his lead leg. If his left leg is forward, his right hand is pressing. Why is this setup so genius? It trains the body to work in the transverse plane, maximizing anti-rotation stability. When you throw a strong cross or a rear hook, you are driving off that back foot, rotating your hips and transferring power to the opposite shoulder by anchoring his rear foot and pressing with the opposite arm against the angled resistance of the landmine. Canelo is literally mirroring the mechanical kinetic chain of his straight right hand, but look at his trunk. His torso isn't twisting wildly or collapsing. He keeps himself locked in. This builds absolute armor around the midsection. If your core is weak or loose when a punch lands, that energy leaks out into space, robbing your punch of power and throwing you off balance. This exercise ensures that Canelo's core acts as a rigid convolute, delivering unadulterated force from the floor straight through his knuckles. From the heavy pressing work, Canelo transitions down into an elevated position for mountain climbers. By elevating his hands and angle shifts, the physical demands heavily onto his shoulder, lower abdominals, hip flexors, and deep pelvic stabilizers. In boxing, your hips flexors are the hinges of your entire defensive movement. Next, we see Canelo step into a heavy trap bar for a loaded trap bar walk, or what strongmen call a farmer's carry. He grips the handles on either side and walks a set distance under heavy load. Why does a pound-for-pound boxing king need to carry massive, heavy iron around? It comes down to structural integrity and grip endurance. When you hold heavy weights at your sides while moving, your traps, upper back, and neck muscles have to contract intensely and protect your spine. This builds a dense, muscular frame that can absorb massive impact. To round out the primary movements of the loop, Canelo drops down for a rock solid plank. This is standard, pure isometric core work. After being taxed through rotational throws and heavy carries, his core is forced to hold a solid shape under fatigue. This is teaching his nervous system to keep his midsection braced as a defensive shield, protecting his ribs and organs even when he is completely gassed. And the absolute moment he finishes that plank, he grabs his jump rope and goes straight into a round of skipping. This is the ultimate use of active recovery. When you look at this entire circuit layout, it becomes glaringly obvious why Canelo Alvarez is such a problem over 12 rounds. He isn't training like a bodybuilder to look pretty, and he isn't training like a powerlifter just to move a maximum deadlift. He is building immense work capacity. He is systematically conditioning his body to generate maximum explosive force, stabilize his frame against heavy impacts, and recover completely on the fly while dancing with a rope. It is a beautiful combination of old school boxing discipline and new school athletic conditioning. The terrifying power he displays on fight night isn't just a gift he was born with. It is engineered right here on the gym floor, repetition by repetition. What do you guys think of this circuit flow? Do you see how these specific movements map directly onto his in-ring boxing style? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dive athletic breakdowns. Until next time, train smart, stay sharp, peace.